Hi friends, welcome back. This week we're learning all about watermelons. Who likes to eat watermelon? Raise your hand. Me too. It's one of my favorite fruits. Is it your favorite fruit too? Very good. And today we're going to learn the life cycle of a watermelon. And we already learned the life cycle of bees, the life cycle of butterflies, and the life cycle of ladybugs. But today we're going to learn the life cycle of a watermelon. And if you have this sheet, go grab it. And to do this, you'll also need a box of crayons, or if you have a box of colored pencils or markers, go grab those. Are you ready to get started? Great, put those listening ears on, looking eyes. Excellent. So before a watermelon turns into a big green oval watermelon, right? What do you think needs to happen first? We need seeds, that's right. So looking at the sheet, the life cycle sheet, where is the picture of the seeds? At the top, very good. So the seeds happen first. And what do you think you need to do with the seeds? Do you put them in the ocean? Do you put them in the lake? Where do you put the seeds? That's right, in the ground or in the dirt. And who knows that other name or that other word for the word dirt when it comes to planting? That's right, it's soil. Can you say that with me? Soil, good job. So we put the seeds in the soil or the dirt underground. And what do you think will help our seeds grow? You should already know this because we learned about this during planting. So who remembers, what do the seeds need to grow? They need two things. They need sunlight and water, that's right. So our seed goes in the soil or the dirt, and it needs sunlight and water to grow. And what do you think a good color to make our seeds is? Brown. Good job. I have my brown crayon. So we're going to color in the seeds. And how many seeds are in this picture? 1, 2, 3. That's right. Let me see 3 fingers. Good job. So I'm going to color my seeds brown. And the pictures are small, so try to stay in the lines the best you can, okay? Okay, so first we have brown seeds. Now these are a bunch of pictures of the life cycle of a watermelon, but they're all mixed up. So first we have the picture of the seeds, and they're brown. And what do you think happens after the seeds get watered and after the sunlight goes on them? What do you think happens? It begins to sprout. That's right. Sprouting happens number 2. It happens next. So after the seeds get watered and they have sunlight, they begin to sprout. And what do you think is a good color to make the sprout? Who remembers? It's a little plant that starts to grow. So what's a good color? Green, that's right. And how about for the underneath the sprout? It's coming from the dirt or the soil. So what's a good color for the soil? Brown, that's right. So first we're going to color the sprout green and the soil brown. Okay, here's the picture of my sprout. And if you have this picture, if you have these pictures that you printed out, here's the sprout. This happens second, it happens number 2. So first we have the seeds, they get water, they get sunlight, and then it begins to sprout. And then after it begins to sprout, do you know what happens next? That's right. It begins to grow a vine. And the vine is this really long, squiggly piece on the plant, part of the plant. And what do you see on the sides of the vine? What are those called? That's right, those are leaves. So after it begins to sprout, it begins to grow a vine, and the vine is green and it's really long and squiggly and it's hard and thick. And on the sides of the vine, lots of leaves begin to grow. And this happens third. What do you think is a good color for us to color our vine and leaves? That's right, green, good choice. There are lots of little leaves in this picture, so make sure you color all the leaves. How we doing, boys and girls? We're doing good? Okay, great. Keep coloring. I know there's lots of leaves in this picture. Okay, so here's my picture of my vine and the leaves. And if you have this piece of paper printed, down here at the bottom is the picture of the vines. Okay, and then after the vine grows and all the leaves on the sides of the vine begin to grow, what do you think happens after that? Something begins to bloom on those leaves and on that vine. Something really small. A flower begins to bloom, that's right. So now we're all the way at the bottom. A flower begins to bloom. And who thinks they know what color that flower is that grows on the vine? It's yellow, that's right, good guess. So the flower begins to grow on the vine. So we're going to color the flower yellow and the vine green. Okay, here's my picture of my flower. So the flower is yellow and the vine and the leaves are still green. And if you look at your other piece of paper, here is the picture of the flower. All right, and after the vine grows a flower, a little green watermelon starts to grow under this yellow flower. And then the flower falls off and that little green watermelon starts to get a little bit bigger. So what color do you think we need to make this watermelon? That's right, we need to color the watermelon green. And the watermelon is still on the vine with the leaves. So what color do we need to make the vine and the leaves? Green, that's right. So everything in this box is going to be green. Have you boys and girls ever seen the yellow flower that grows on a watermelon? I have. Sometimes if you go to the farm and you go to pick your own watermelons, you'll have to pick them off the vine. And if you look around, a lot of times you'll see that little yellow flower growing on the vine. And if you look closely and you look under the flower, you'll see a little green watermelon start to grow. So after that flower falls off, a bigger green watermelon starts to grow. And then what do you think happens next? That's right, it turns into an adult watermelon. It gets even bigger, and then it's ready to be picked. And what color is the outside of the watermelon? Who knows? That's right, it's green, so we're gonna color the watermelon green. And if you have this piece of paper, we could look at the top. There's our big green watermelon. And the outside of the watermelon is green, but when you cut it in half, what color is the inside? What color is the flesh, the part that we eat? That's right, it's red. And sometimes you'll also see little seeds in the watermelon. Have you ever seen seeds when you eat watermelon? I see them too. What color are the seeds that you see? That's right, sometimes they're white and sometimes they could also be black. That's right. Don't eat the black seeds, but it's okay to eat the white seeds. And this is the life cycle of a watermelon. So we'll go over it one more time. First, at the top, that happens first, there are seeds. And we plant the seeds in the soil or the dirt. And you boys and girls said they need sunlight and water to help them grow. Then it begins to sprout, a little green plant. And then it begins to grow a vine with leaves on the side. And on that vine grows a little yellow flower. And under the little yellow flower, a little green watermelon starts to grow. The flower falls off and that little green watermelon gets a little bit bigger. And then last, it turns into a big adult watermelon and it's ready for us to pick and eat. Thank you, boys and girls, for watching. I'll see you again soon. Bye.